So it's very an honor to interview the most amazing law of attraction people expert on earth, and I do appreciate them, and I honor their time. Like my friend Michael Losier, he helped me through the process of doing an interview and guided me and practicing and helped me through that. So this video is also for him because it's a thank you for mentoring me for that. He always helped me with that, so I appreciate that, and I appreciate all the law of attraction people, and I do appreciate all the people who have watched my content. But in doing so, I would not make I don't want to make video where I lose who I am as a person, where I give what people want but not of me, right? So I don't want to lose where I see so many people lose themselves, where they a lot of subscriber give a lot of subscriber or people, they expect of this type of content and they're not there for that content. That's why I think I want to bridge the gap between the law of attraction people with an open mind, because that's what I'm here for. Now in life, why doesn't the law of attraction work for most people? Because they haven't most people who go into this, they have a lot of pain in their life, or they want more out of life, or whatever. There's so much more than just the law of attraction. Why doesn't it work? Because it's oftentimes it's a belief system. In Brian Tracy books, he said the law of belief. Whatever you believe, it will become an actual facts. Whatever you believe, according to your belief, it will create the outer. Now, most people don't understand that the external world, most of you are, you like nature. The nature that you go out, it affects you internally. Everything, the outer will affect you. That you have a relationship with your environment. Most people who haven't dived deep into, Bruce Lipton work yet, the biology of belief, or, if they have studied the quantum physics, everything outside of them can affect them in their genes and their cellular cells. So, what was it? Bruce Lipton talked about the genetics, right? The science of genetics. He said literally means control above genetics. Environmental influence, including nutrients, stress, emotion, can modify these genes without changing their basic blueprint. That means, because I was watching, Bruce Lipton and Tom Campbell, the interviewer were interviewing Bruce Lipton and Tom Campbell. Bruce Lipton talked about how we humans are sensory being. We're like Land Rovers, right? That, how like Land Rovers, they take pictures, they sense things, and so we humans have sensory factors. We have hear, sights, smells, tongue, and touch, which we don't know. We've forgotten in the law of attraction that as we are affected and influenced by other people or things, so the environment are affecting us. That's why oftentimes Evan Carmichael talk about create an environment where it produces, like, you should create an environment where you enjoy, and it causes you to what was it he said? I can't remember. But in the law of attraction, people are missing that in the ancient time, the occult, Albert Einstein actually was into occultism, but nobody knows that. It's seven. Most of the spiritual people should know the 7 Hermetic principle, the law of mentalism. Whatever your belief is will have an effect on your vibration, which in turn cause an effect on the outside. That's why Jim Rohn said, as you change, so you would change on the outside, whatever your vibration is. See, law of attraction, as Bob Proctor say, is a secondary law, while the law of vibration is the primary law. When your belief, your thoughts, it is, what was it called? When your thoughts are the cause of your vibrations, and your vibration are the cause and effect. So basically, when you affect things because of your thoughts and emotions are vibrating at that certain type of frequency. But there's another law that Bob Proctor talk about, and then there's another law that Emmett Fox talk about. It's the law of vacuum and the law of substitution. Whatever you substitute, whatever you, what was that? What does that say? I can't remember. When you substitute negative thoughts out, you put positive thought. You include that into your vibration, your thoughts and emotions. So most of the time, people who are into law of attraction and they're just beginning, they're studying all these laws, but it's not practical because they're not using their logic. People need to have both. A lot of time we exclude the logic and the right brain. We need both in order to work effectively. And so, and you have to be you. In the process of becoming more, everything that we include in our vibration, that we think about, will become true. Let me tell you a story a long time ago I never told before on my YouTube channel. Since I was in love with this, my crush, or a long time ago, back in 6th grade, right? It's a funny thing how this worked, right? When I liked her since 4th grade and to middle school, right? What happened in middle school was, it was 7th grade, and I liked her. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what happened in the universe. I don't know, but it's weird. Because every time that I guess because your dominant thought will become your most outer experiences. So, guess what happened? It was weird. The first day of school, tap class, or maybe a couple of days, and then we get locker room, right? Or lockers to put our things in, backpack and stuff. And she was near my locker, like actually near it, right? She was near my locker. So I was like, oh, that's very, very weird. So I think it is whatever we held deep in our rooted subconscious or our emotion, the environment reflect that to be true. That is the law of correspondence. Whatever your inner world affect your outer world. Whatever you believe to be true become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now you have to give it time, because you are on the process, a journey, not a destination. Everything that you dealt with, your pain, your past has a big effect on your present and the future to become. Most people say you should focus on the presence, but I think if they understood the quantum mechanics, the quantum physics, that the presence, the past, and the future are all simultaneously the same. So your past, present, and future are affecting every single day. And so, and your whatever you shoot, your goals or dreams, it will affect you in return, and affect you and cause you to do things, right, and attract things. My mentor, Kelvin, I would say I have attracted him, but if I didn't attract him, that's weird to say. But let me see the cause and effect. Okay, so the laws of cause and the law of correspondence, as below, as most people know this, as above, so below, right? As above, so below. As your conscious mind, so it will be done unto the subconscious mind. As within, so without. All these laws that I know of the Kabbalion and the Hermetic principles are the law. Whatever you create in your mind, your imagination, you have to create it on the outside, right? There is your thoughts are. People say thoughts are things. Or thoughts are in actuality very powerful, right? Your thoughts can make your bodies. What was it? Your thoughts. I remember I was watching Arrow, and they're doing like the lie detector shit, right? Your thoughts, right, can make whatever your anxiety or a panic attack, your thoughts when you created it, whether you're panic or your thoughts, affect your heart rate too. It affect your heart rate, affect your body system, right? And I was thinking about, but the thing is, we are affected by our chemical, whether they releases this chemical thing in our brain. Now, why doesn't it work for most people? Because I think that they have efficient, they're beginning the process of their journey of who they're going to become, but they're impatient of that journey. Life is a journey and life is a process. The destination that so Bob Proctor, when I was laughing at his video, not at him, but it was funny. I never thought he would make that video, but I will leave it in the description below. It's awesome. He made it paradigm, right? It was funny. So oftentimes he talk about the C-type goal, right? The A, B, C type goal. The C-type goal is where you shoot for the moon, but you don't know how you're going to achieve it because it's so big. I was recently watching Evan Carmichael's video, right? And he said you got to make your goal so big that it's never gonna happen, right? These are the goals that cause you to grow in consciousness, because your consciousness, everything that we do, your experience, the knowledge that we gain, who we are, they're all data that's in our mind and brain. Right now our memories are encoded. The neurons are encoded in a way that we can have flashback and pictures come up, right? And it vibrate at a certain frequency, right? And that these pictures pop up and you can see it and you can change it. I remember I had an interview with Calvin, and there's NLP, that our memories, the way that we see our memories, these memory changes. It's not always exact. Your brains don't operate for it. It doesn't operate for accurate. Your brain process is for speed. Sometimes your brain doesn't have an accurate memory. That's why you need to write things down. Oftentimes, most people forget because they don't write things down, right? So when they always say you should keep a journal or create a dream journal or like a gratitude journal, because it costs you, even if the time that we have, our dark time, we can be grateful for what we have, for our family, for what they did, for what they do for us, even in our moments of darkness, right? And when we are grateful for the things that, you know how like they said, when we are grateful for the things and more awesome, epic shit to come, they will come. But in essence, when people who are teaching law of attraction, my message to them is they should not lose themselves to their audience. Because when I started my YouTube channel way back in the first one, I lost myself because, now I'm sounding like Michael Bethward, because all they want is law of attraction. That's why I don't do I do weird video, because it doesn't make sense. I'm weeding out all the people who don't accept me for me. All they want is law of attraction, right? Now, for those, the law of nature. See, the nature, we forget this. That's why Wolfgang Emerson said, the laws of cause and effect is the laws of laws. That means Oprah Winfrey said this. Oh yeah, I was watching Oprah Winfrey, right? And she even said it herself. She said she doesn't believe in luck. And she said luck is when you prepare for an opportunity. Because if you don't prepare for an opportunity, it won't come. Interesting, right? How unless you're living in America, you're lucky, right? But even then, most of the things that we take for granted, back then, they don't even have. the TV, the cars, the furniture, the books. The TV are like royalty. Okay, the TV, the chairs are like royalties. But back then, they didn't have these things. They didn't have that. The internet allowed me to be able to talk to people and message people, right? That could never happen before. So whatever you believe to be true will have an effect on your genetic, cellular cell, and your body and the outer world. Remember, most people talk about nature. The nature will have, or their environment will have a very epigenetics, like the Bruce Lipton said, right? And so that's why we have to understand that it's the inner and the outer. The people say we're always seeking outside of us. That's because our brains are, we're seeking information organism. We're always seeking, no matter, even if people say it's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. We're seeking. Our brain is are a goal mechanism organism where it's always trying to achieve its target. That's what happened. But most people don't achieve its target because they don't know what they want. But if they know what they want, they can achieve it no matter what. But that's how it is. Alright, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.